Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our weekly angel reading for December 16th through the 22nd, 2013. And so let's just tune in and see what the messages are from the angels for this week as we're getting closer to the Christmas holidays. And so I get a sense in this week as I'm being shown of I must feel like I'm looking out of a window which is overlooking the ocean. And the feeling is that there's a lot going on. It's not completely calm, but it is definitely not a turbulent feeling. It feels as though I'm just observing and feeling some kind of blessing going on in my life, and perhaps getting a sense of, there's a sense of enlightenment from all that has transpired. And I'm just speaking as though I am all of us and looking out this window, which is a very wide sort of a glass doors, like that probably lead out to the patio of this space, which is overlooking the ocean. And I get a sense that it's very clear weather, and the waves just looks like a time to relax and enjoy ourselves, and to almost feels like take a vacation, is that kind of the message I'm getting, and to just take a break from all of the things that we've been focusing on, and to just allow ourselves to just get prepared for the time that is coming, for the holiday season that is coming ahead. And so this is a time to really allow ourselves to experience a deeper or more profound awareness of who we are and what our truth is. As we're coming to a close, as they're saying, as we're coming to the end of the year, this is a time for us to really reflect back on everything that has happened, and what we've learned, and how much has transpired that has led us to the points where we find ourselves standing in this moment and the week. So it seems like a time of reflection, of gratitude and blessings, and to really just take it all in, take in the big picture. So maybe that's kind of like what the big door windows kind of represent, overlooking this ocean, just to take it all in. So let's just take a look and see what messages we have in the cards. And of course, this is always good to kind of get a message like this where we can just feel like we can take a break and relax. Okay. And so the message, the card is from the Archangel Metatron, and the card reads, prioritize. And let's see if we can just get a little bit of focus here. And it says, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. So let's just tune in and see what further guidance Archangel Metatron has for us. And so what's really interesting about this card is that we often forget that our priorities really have to do with the mandate of our soul. And I know it's kind of a strong word to use, but we have to remember that our soul has all the gifts and knowledge and awareness that can really lead us and guide us towards the the desires that we have for ourselves and our dreams. And it's always keeping track of where you need to be and where you are, where you've chosen to be. And it's creating a balance. So what it does this by helping us to achieve our goals. It helps us do this by the unconditional love that it has for us. And it helps us to learn from wherever we've chosen to be, so that those lessons bring us back into harmony with our higher self's goals and achievements for our life. And we always find our way back home, so to speak. We always are going to reach our destination somehow, because the greater aspect of the universe, our higher self, is always, just like the GPS in the car, is always rerouting and helping you to focus back to where the highest priorities, which means the highest possibilities for you, and the alignment that will bring you the most amount of peace and joy and abundance. It's always gauged towards that. So no matter how much we may stray or take a scenic route in life, that internal GPS is always aware of your position without judgment, and has the coordinates locked in to help you to find your way back onto the route that you've chosen before coming into this life, and also from where your desires have been launched from within this dimension in this lifetime. It's also answering those as well, and keeping all of that in how do I want to say it's constantly recalibrating and adjusting according to all of this. And this is something that we're not aware that's going on, but this is the power of the universe and the power of love that is able to balance, and through an understanding of what, and sift through what we really desire and what's really in our best interest, always in our best interest. So just remember that. If it could be simply said, remember that the universe, you are a priority to the universe at all times, no matter what's going on in your life. And never feel that if you feel imbalanced or you feel like you've lost your ground and your center, always trust that the universe has never, ever forsaken you as its priority. And when you need the assistance, and when you are able to get clarity, and no matter what you're going through, the universe is assisting you with finding that focus and motivation. Let's just take a look and see what the angels have to say for the middle of the week in the cards. Okay, so at the beginning of the week, for Monday, Tuesday, we have the card Divine Guidance. And it's the Archangel Sandalphon. All right, and let's see what the card says. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers and friends. And so the sense I get with this card is that we're going to be really getting some clear guidance. So maybe there are going to be people, the universe is going to be helping you out. Is the first thing I'm getting, with profound lessons, profound teachers that will come into your life. And be aware sometimes of those who may not appear to be loving as also your teacher. So there's wisdom in all things in life, no matter where it's coming from. And if we focus on our alignment and ask what is our alignment in the situation, then that will be revealed to us. And so just pay attention and be open to the many ways that either guidance will be coming to you from unexpected places, or that you will be a guide for others by example. And sometimes it doesn't have to be something, extraordinary that happens. You just have to be and let everything else just be what it is, and accept it and be present with it in an unconditional, loving manner, to be very compassionate. And through compassion, you access the higher realms of knowing, which comes from source energy itself, which gives you access to clarity, all the clarity that you need, that will help you to find greater clarity of focus, and to help you to get back on the path that you have set for yourself, and also to discover what the universe has wide open for you to take and embrace. So at the beginning of the week, just keep an open mind, an open heart. See the love in everyone and every situation. If you look for it, it will reveal itself to you. Let me just see if there are any other messages that seem to just come up in this card. Not seeing much. I don't know why I'm seeing like a battery. So there kind of just almost feels like the day starts off with you feeling the week just having energy, or even if you feel like you're lacking energy, that you're just going to get some kind of a boost of energy from somewhere. Somehow, some kind of something is just going to give you sort of a lift that will shift you and inspire you. So just pay attention to what happens. Try to stay grounded, what they're telling me, as much as possible for the beginning of the week. All right, let's take a look at the next card, and maybe more information will come up. And so for the middle of the week, we have the Page of Michael. And this card, attributes are truthful, perceptive, analytical, and blunt. And the message for the card says, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. Let's see if we can get that to focus. Okay. And so this card, for some reason, I may have heard me say this before, but it just reminds me of a Benjamin Franklin standing in the card, I guess especially with the kite there. So this is the page, which usually has to do with, a messenger or someone, a very young person, a student. So maybe you may be finding yourself with something new coming through for you, that a new idea, a new perspective, whatever it is that the page has an interesting ability to perceive truth in others, and can sometimes come across maybe as being a little harsh in some ways, but they come from a place of truth. And so what you may want to do is, just thinking about the first card, is that the information you may get, the person who may come into your life, or that you may need to mentor, you may need to be a little direct with people. Find yourself to be very direct, even sometimes it's hard for us to speak, and we don't want to, as light workers, offend others. But sometimes it's very good for us to be straightforward and clear-cut, so that the message gets through. And sometimes we don't realize it, but we do people service when we're straightforward. So in the middle of the week, you may find yourself needing to be very straightforward. And I'm getting a sense, if this has anything to do with any kind of documents or contracts, that you definitely allow yourself to be straightforward and clear about what you want. And don't be surprised that you actually get what you want for doing so. So if you normally are the kind of person who takes the route of, you know, kind of holding back and not saying what you would like to say for fear that you may lose something or somebody may misunderstand you, this is giving you to go ahead to really be direct and forward, and to give give your best towards this. Don't shy away from standing up, and people will respect you for that. Let me just see if there's anything else in this card that I'm getting. So they're just saying, even if it feels vulnerable for you, even if you're uncomfortable with this, there's information that you have to share that's very important, and to put that out there, to really go ahead and put that out there. I'm also seeing, and I guess I have to go with what I see, even if it doesn't make sense. It seems like it's all of a sudden out of context in this reading, but this may also be dealing with someone, a young person who is homosexual or gay is what the word they're showing me. And so they're saying, like, don't be afraid to open up and to share who you are. And they keep showing me a book, and they keep like opening it. It keeps closing and opening, closing and opening. And then they're writing the word joy, and they're writing the word God, and then they're writing the word job. Okay, so what I'm kind of getting from this is that, you know, there's writing the word foggy. So like, you may not be sure, fog, like you're like a veil, or like you're trying to keep something hidden, and you may not be sure of what you should do, but they're saying that you should trust. I'm getting a feeling that this has to do, because they're showing me about changes in your finances, and since they mentioned the word job previously, that this may be something where you're afraid at your job about being who you are, and they're just saying to have faith and trust the outcome. So the sense that I'm getting, and long and short of this, is that you should not be afraid to reveal who you are. From looking at this card, you have, and thinking of the Benjamin Franklin, I mean, if we think of this as a young Benjamin Franklin, perhaps in his early part of his life, that on some level, who you are, your creativity, your ideas are transformative and are beneficial, and that the world, you have something that the world will grow from and be nurtured by. So, you know, I can definitely understand how this can cause you to be just a little scared, but go for it and take it personally. Don't take things personally, and I meant take it personally from me. I know it's better to just be who you are than to hold back. And it always turns out well. People end up showing you how much they love you and your family, and you have to give people the opportunity to do that. So I think that's pretty much it for this card and this message. And so let's take a look at the next card. Now we have the Queen of Michael. All right, for the end of the week. And the Queen of Michael says, brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. And we can see here, this is a photo of Louise Hay, who is the Queen of Michael, representing the Queen of Michael here. And it says, you know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience. A time for your career rather than relationships. Okay, so the first feeling I'm getting, and going back to prioritize, right, is I'm getting this feeling that that this is a time right now for you to really, and here we have the same suit again, the air, the putting your thought, your ideas, your creativity out there, that you are stepping into a time of leadership, and that this is a time for you to really open up and blossom. A lot of people come to you for nurturing and for sound advice and clarity. And, you know, just interesting to see behind her. And let's just see if I can see what that looks like on the card. But it kind of, it's not a clock, but it kind of looks like one. And it looks like there may be butterflies there. Yes. So it's a time of transformation for you. So time is really, you're finding a lot of things starting to really transition. And this card is really saying that you are right to trust your instincts and to go for it, to really embrace the changes that are happening for you. And I love that the dove is here, which is, you know, representing the Holy Spirit in a way. And so you have that spiritual guidance along with so you have an intuitive sense, and you have a clear mind. And so, which is really showing a clear alignment between, you know, your inner being and your conscious mind, that they're working together, and that you have a lot of experience, a lot of you've gone through a lot, and that has prepared you for what's coming next, and so that you're ready for it, and just to walk through it and to keep your alignment with your soul's truth. Let that be your priority right now, rather than getting kind of stuck in other things. And what is clear about this is that when you follow, there are times when we need to prioritize in this way. And when we do this, this has the information and the solutions where all the other pieces of your life come together. So for those of you who have been procrastinating at all about your life purpose, this is really saying that it's time to get moving on in that direction, because the universe is actually going to solve so many solutions are going to come from following your soul's priority. If you follow that, your finances, your health, your relationships, your family, all of that will come together. So we really need to pay attention this week to the guidance that we're receiving, or that we have been receiving, and to really reflect on this, and to start to become aware, like they were talking in the beginning, about the opportunities that are coming towards you. So when I go back to that vision, I could see waves coming in on the ocean. And so something is about to shift and come in. And so just keep your eyes on the opportunities that are available. Let's take a look at the card I already pulled from the bottom of the deck. And it's we had this card, did we not, last time? The Page of Ariel, which is all about the lessons. So this would indicate some of the things that they were kind of talking about in the beginning when they were talking about reflecting over the year. There's a lot that has happened and a lot of things that we've learned. And so pay attention to the abundance around you, the evidence of things that have been going on in your physical world. And as you do this, this will give you feedback as to where you are and where you're headed, and the lessons that you've learned from this journey thus far. So let me just tune in and see if I get anything more about this card. But this just tells us that there have been lots of lessons. I think we had this card before, so that what's going on underneath everything right now is a great opportunities of learning. And so that somehow when we learn from the lessons of life and that we reflect on it with gratitude, this helps us to shift the foundation from our fears into love, and to kind of just put all the ego and all those other things behind us, so that the new can really come in. So I'm getting a sense too that, they're showing me the word egg, like a rebirth. And so that what we've been experiencing is letting go of a lot, seeing it for what it is, so that we can really clearly move into our new lives, a new awareness, and a higher level of experience and consciousness. And so this is very important. And so just stick with it and keep focused and don't give up. So I send you lots of love. And if you are looking for an angel reading, please feel free to contact me at theangelschool.com. You can contact me through Facebook as well. All these things you can find in the description link below. And I've also created a relationship spread. So if you would like to hear more about that, please contact me, and we can set up a reading, and I'll tell you more about it at that time. So I'm sending you lots of love and angel blessings, and thank you all for your subscriptions, your likes, and for sharing the videos. And please do continue to do so. And I'll talk to you next week. God bless you.